Hello, welcome to Skype call testing service. After the beep, please record a message. After
Okay, so we've been mute till this time. Everybody loves that ring. Now she says she's away. Amy Como says she's here. Brooke says she's unavailable. Okay, we'll try that again. Because I did promise her I would call her first. Let's see if we can get the live streaming up. There we go. T-Tank Berry says, Happy Sunday, brother. Happy Sunday, dear T-Tank Berry. Let me know if you can hear me, okay? I just turned the mute off after several moments of having it on. Just basically trying to get my act together as the day progresses. Oh my god. Oh, what a day. And let's see what we can do. Okay, so she's not answering. Let me see if I can. Okay. Let me take a look at what else is out there as an opportunity. Let me remind her in the private messages. Calling. Ooh, how do I do this? Okay. There we are. Hit the backspace button. Oops. Wrong one again. Enter. And with that, welcome aboard, everybody. It's a hell of a time, hell of a day. Been a hell of an adventure for the past several days, and it just keeps on coming. Oh yeah, I guess. Well, interesting things are happening. Nothing to that I should be announcing just yet. I'm just trying to burn in bandwidth, and I'm sure I can find some people to help me do that. The lady who said she would help me do that, I will call one more time before I start trying to call others. And
Oh my god, what the fuck do you want?
hi! Oh, delightful! Oh, we're live! We're live, dear lady.
Alright, that's what I love, for you to fucking give me live. Straight up.
Yes. And so, honey, I'm just so happy to speak to you. We can start sharing our medical adventures together. We've had so many of them lately, and just adventures, period. And they just keep coming. So perhaps you can tell us a bit about how your son's birthday went. You know, I remember there was a film that people loved. It came out back in the 80s called The Great Santini. And it was this, like, very harsh taskmaster father who was in the Air Force. And his son grew up alienated because his son was just a gentle sort.
Sounds like your father and you.
What?
Sounds like your father and you.
Which one? The legal or biological?
No, the dad that raised you. Well, both, actually, to be honest.
But, you know, this film about the Great Santini, the young man was supposed to be, like, alienated. The dad was, you know, trying to make him into a man, his version of a man, and he couldn't hack it. And, but then the dad wound up...
Tell you something.
Yeah?
No, you need to shut the fuck up.
for a second. I opened the window because I was in the bathroom and I could see the chicken jumping up toward there's a little like outside my window in my living room. He was jumping out. He knows where I feed him. Bentley, you're not allowed to eat the chicken. No, Bentley, lay down. So I opened the window as I came in the room. The chicken has jumped in to the window from the whole thing I built. He's just standing in the window. This is my brave chicken. I have 2 fucking pussy ducks, okay, and 1 pussy chicken. But my little one chicken is a little brave chicken. That is fucking Leela. She's fucking awesome. And she was just like, I'm going to jump up in this window and see what the fuck's going on. And I see 4 dogs in a person. I'm just going to check them out and jump back out. Like, you wouldn't do that, man. You would have had your fucking gun drawn. That fucking chicken didn't have a gun drawn. You guys are like, there's 4 fucking dogs. You know, they're all bigger than me. And 2 of them literally could swallow me whole. And, no, she just jumped the fuck in. I was like, see what's going the fuck on in here. Yes. She just jumped in the fuck. I didn't even think of it. I opened it as I came up, like, answering the phone. I opened the window. There was no way I thought she would jump in that fast. I thought maybe like tonight, like midnight, maybe they get cold. They'll like somehow jump in the fucking window. We'll see what the fuck happens. And then she just like was like, man, let me see. Do you know who that is? That's an Aries moon. That is an Aries bitch. She is like, I'll handle it. Or I'll be stupid enough to fucking die. One of the 2. But either way, we're going to fucking see what's going the fuck on here. Yeah. It's like a line of Coke. It's like, I don't know. It looks like a whole lot. Like you're doing a coffee table of Coke? I don't know. I'm going to try it. Maybe die, maybe not. She just flew in again. Oh my God. I so wish this was on video. Her friend flew in too, following her. Now I have 2 chickens. And they're like half in my house. And they're half like in my living room, and then half in their little outside world, like their backs, and they're like looking at me. What are you gonna do? You gonna jump in here with the dogs and see what happens? Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry. That sounds boring to everyone else, but if you could see it, it would not be boring. It's a video. It's something you would need a video for. But unfortunately, Douglas is too cheap for fucking video. So you can't fucking get it.
Honey, and
you know how much more money you can make just off having video? Like seriously, like a live stream with a video. Like you can put yourself online. I don't give a shit if you want to put yourself online. Like it would just be nice to be able for me to show you the chick. People see the chickens, they see my boobs. Like you fucking got it made, dude.
Well, I seriously we'll do it. We'll start doing that sometime soon. It's just I've got to learn how. I've got to add.
Oh my God, you can't learn how, and the only way you're ever going to learn how is to invite me out there. And the only way I'm coming out there is when I get to go to the fucking mansion. So you're fucking screwed.
Honey,
I have offered to be drugged, taken there and back the entire time. I just want to fucking we talked about it anyway.
Yes. So, darling.
I'm pretty sure there's not a mansion. That's what I want to also see. I want to see if I can wake up at a mansion and like somebody I can suck their blood. Like because I'm dying at this point. Everyone wanted to. Oh my God, the chicken just flew in the fucking house. He's on top of the dog's cage. They're both now in my fucking living room.
Oh, yes. I hear those sounds, but those sounds aren't chicken sounds, are they?
Those are chickens. I don't know how to fucking show you the video, but yes, those are chickens.
That's amazing. Wait, you can show me the video via your cell phone on the call.
Oh yeah, well I don't think it'll be me though.
That's right. We're not on your cell phone. You are. Yes, I see you.
There they
oh my God, you're gorgeous. Yes, honey.
So those are chickens. Can you see them? They just came in my window.
Yes. Oh my God.
And then that one's on top of the cage. And there's a dog right here, the big dog. He's looking like I don't know what the fuck to do. The other two are like, what are y'all doing? Are we coming in the house? Is that what we're doing? You're gonna live in the house? Just don't shit on shit, okay? Okay? How about doing that?
Do they do that sometimes? You look, they're on your chair.
They're chickens. I mean, I don't think chickens aren't like us. They were like, let's go to the potty. Like, I'm just pretty sure they shit when they shit like a bird. I will never forget one time. I swear to God, this happened to fucking me. I was fucking walking around the fucking block, and I had a fucking jacket on, and this is no lie. Jacket on. Apparently, the jacket had a pretty big pocket. Would have had to. but not that big.
Yeah.
And I literally felt something hit the pocket, and I reached down in.
Yes.
It was bird shit.
Wow.
The bird
Oh
hit
my
the shit.
God.
The only thing I can say is I was lucky enough it didn't hit my head, right? But it totally went straight into that one of those, like, you know, the like big pockets that are like angled, and it was open. The bird shit just landed straight in, and I reach out and I'm like, yeah, there's my gum, and there's a bunch of white and green bird shit. Like wet, like it like I felt it happen, and then it was wet, so it was like, it wasn't like something I made up. Like it was, like that would have been a bad trip, you know, that happened if you're tripping acid or something. But that was like literally sober, walking your fucking kids, and I'm like, just get shit in the fucking pocket. Like I don't even know how the fuck that happened. Like that's bad fucking karma. Right there.
No. It's considered great luck in Asia. In Asia, it's considered that it will bring you prosperity. You should play the lotto.
Well, I didn't know you then, and I just assumed I was. Oh, Roscoe! No, you don't. I knew you'd be the one dog that I would not trust. You slept. You're old. You're fucking 16. But as soon as you fucking got a little chance, you try to chase chicken. Lay your eyes down. Lay it down now.
Oh my God! Has he got it in his mouth like a chew toy?
No, but he ran. He's stupid though. He's old. So the chicken's on top of the cage, right?
Yeah.
He's on top of the cage.
Yeah.
Fucking Roscoe's stupid enough. He runs in the cage. So all he does is jump up toward the chicken, right, and hit metal bars. Exactly what he fucking deserved. And the chicken obviously was able. Now they both just flew out the fucking window. Anyway. Story of my life. Don't adopt chickens, or do adopt them. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I just talked to, like I told you, that stupid Josh guy you don't like. And he was like, no.
Diddler, yes.
Diddler. He said, first of all, he had told me originally, he's like, I think you might have broiler hens, so they may not lay, or they won't lay much, lay eggs. But then when he saw him again, he was like, first of all, he's like, you put him outside too early. And then he was like, because he grew up on a farm in Indiana. So he was like, no, those are definitely, after he saw him, he's like, those are definitely, I don't even know what the fuck the difference is, some other kind of hen. But like, it's not a broiler hen, meaning broiler, meaning the kind you just fry at KFC. They don't lay a lot of eggs. These are hen laying, these are chicken, these are egg laying hens is what he meant. And so then I looked up, so he was like, I'm gonna get fucking, when they start laying like 2 to 3 eggs every couple of days. I don't fucking know. But the other problem is the ducks are gonna lay eggs, which I never knew ducks laid eggs.
That's cute.
Well, I knew they did, but it's kind of like what you said, like when we were talking the other day, like you said.
I didn't know that roosters didn't have sex with chickens. Yeah.
Well, actually, they do. I got that backwards, so okay. I have to reconfirm that. So he said no. He said, you're wrong on that, bro. He said, the thing is, they do have sex.
Okay.
He said, the thing is, the egg will lay either way. It's like you're having your period. So if the rooster does not fuck the chicken, the hen, she still has her period. Her period is an egg. So every egg we eat is basically a female's period.
Right? Cool.
Okay. And yeah. And then if they do fuck them, then the egg comes out, but it's a baby inside the egg. So there's the difference.
So in other words, they fertilize it. They fertilize the egg.
They fertilize it while it's inside the hen.
There we
are.
I
was
Thank
wrong.
You. Thank you. Otherwise, it didn't make any sense that roosters cultivate good looks.
I didn't get it either. But like, I mean, he re-explained it to me. When I told him I explained it to you and you didn't get it, he's like, obviously you don't get it either, Brooke.
Thank you. This was Josh Diddler?
Yeah, I'm telling you, Josh has some intelligence to him. He just wanted to take it for me. Also, I was really drunk that night and he was trying to really take it for a drunk person. So, like, imagine you being like, I'm going to come, I've been, like, bitching about you. I've been bitching about Peter Moon forever. And then he's like, I'm going to have to take up for Brooke because I'm good Peter Moon. I mean, does that, like, if he didn't take up for me, no matter, I could have said the fucking, like, sky is fucking falling. And he would have been like, yeah, it is. It totally is, Peter. You need to fucking listen to her. Because if you don't, I'm never going to have a chance to lay her. Okay?
Oh, my God. Honey.
So my point to that is like, he's not, but he has some intelligence. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't speak to anyone without any intelligence at all.
Well, we don't know about that. We all love our certain people in our circle who do challenge us in that regard.
You love them. I fucking don't. It's the problem. I stay off the fucking air. I will say Joe Ty. And you can say he's enough development. I love him. I do love Joe Ty. And I think Joe Ty has intelligence. I think, actually, you know what? I think Joe Ty is more intelligent than fucking Peter Moon.
Okay, enough now, honey. Enough now.
Joe Ty didn't marry a woman that wants to fucking
Hey,
kill him.
okay. We've got to. Okay, changing the subject. Moving right along about that film I was talking about, the Great Santini.
Also, can you just tell Peter Moon if I was ever going to knock on his door, it would be for one thing and one thing only?
Honey,
it would be to no, if you don't tell him, I'm going to message it. So you better let me say it.
Yeah, I'll bring that up later, but you and I can discuss such things privately. Honey,
it would be to fuck his wife, and I'll be like, hey, bitch. You know what? I don't care if you tie me up before you kill me, or I tie you up before you kill me. You kill me, but I want to fuck your ass.
So, honey,
and it's gonna be good.
So, darling,
and there's not gonna be a hot dog strapped to either one of us.
So, honey, I've just been thinking. I don't know if you saw my promotional banner for tonight, and certainly our image is up now.
These chickens are so much braver than you, and I haven't. I'm going to let you finish, but I just want to say, you can't even let me talk about Peter Moon. And those two chickens just got chased by a fucking pit bull. And they're back in the fucking house on the window like, fuck the pit bull. And you're like, Peter Moon, oh my God, Jono is going to kill my life.
Honey. Oh, my life's difficult enough.
Was it 4 or 40? I don't remember books total. Hey, let's go.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God. And 4.
Is it right now the dogs are chasing the chickens all over the house, and they think of them as ambulatory chew toys. And let me see if I can find some things to. Oh yes, I'm going to take advantage of this moment. Read the.
Closing the window. Go outside. No, I'm sorry.
Okay, here we are.
Stupid dogs. Fucking have the fucking balls of fucking Douglas. They only chase shit that's like 1/4 of 1 inch of their fucking dick size. And they go, I can get you.
Honey.
Kind of like how you chase Peter, man.
So, T-Tank Barry, one of my best contributors, says, happy Sunday, loud and clear. David Fitzsimon says,
I want to know why T-Tank never is like, hey, Brooke, I fucking love you.
He likes Viviana Sanchez. He's got a thing for
Fuck
Viviana
you,
Sanchez.
T-Tank. Fuck you, T-Tank. Can we say that too? You're not on like the level of Peter Moon at all. Trust me. There's no way you could be that low. But I just want to say, at some point, you're gonna appreciate me one day. I think you will.
And David Fitzsimon says, hi, Doug. And he says, Brooke, please stay all night. So there you are.
Oh, see, someone loves me, T-Tank. You know what? Someone loves me. I'm never gonna say it. Never mind.
So, honey, at least tell people a little bit about the culture behind, in case you saw my promotional banner, and you might notice tonight's theme.
Is it tonight's promotional banner?
Tonight's promotional banner. Yeah, I tagged.
Oh my God, I'm still on camera with no makeup.
Let me take a look at whether or not we're friends yet on Facebook. And let me go look at Brooke Gibson's timeline, and it says cancel request. In other words, you haven't accepted my request.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Okay, which one are you on, the story or the
what I can do is I can share the screen, and we'll see. So here we are. I'm sharing screen right now, darling, and here you are. You see this? I see a big dog. And I see I'm so tempted
big
to
dog,
say.
do you mean like are you talking about your dick? Or
I'm so tempted to say.
Because I've learned, I'm talking to people from different like countries, and they'll say shit like wank, and I'm like, what the fuck is a wank?
I'm so tempted to say I see I see a dog and a bitch, but it's Brooke, and
no, wait a minute, you're not on mine. I don't see shit.
Look, can you see the screen
share? Not sharing. No.
Brooke Gibson, 885 followers. Even though it says 0 following, you've got 885 followers.
People, I don't follow shit, man. But they can follow me all they want.
Honey, are you looking at your screen share? Can you see this?
Now I'm looking. Now I see it.
Yeah,
okay.
It says you got 885 followers. Yeah, it's got 0 following.
In the left corner. That was my almost brother.
Oh, okay. And it says here, cancel request.
You know why that was such a Libra fucking remark? You know how a real fucking person does it? It's not a Libra. When I said, "Oh, that was me crying," either they're one of two ways. They're like an Aries or something, and be like, "Oh, whatever." Don't even acknowledge it, right? You're like, "Don't, whatever," right? Or they're like, oh, really? I'm sorry about that. And that's sincere.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're like, oh, really? And then continue on.
So wait a second. Why are you crying? The dog's alive. Was he dying? And you got another dog behind you.
I don't give a shit, but I say the right thing. That is your motto. I don't give a shit, but I will say the right thing.
but honey, what? His eyes are green, so that's remarkable. Honey,
his eyes aren't fucking green. It's a fucking light shining into them, and he is dying. I'm pretty sure his eyes weren't looking good that day.
Well, I mean, so he's dying and you're crying, but you got another dog right behind you to replace him.
Where's the dog behind me?
It's right behind you. Either that or what's that? A blanket? Is that like what? That thing.
That is Hunter back there on the same bed. Yeah, that's Hunter.
There. You're surrounded by dogs.
What a replacement. Fuck you. You know what? That'd be like me marrying you and being like, oh my God, I love my life. Best fuck ever. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I got like this like 18-year-old boy who fucking doesn't know how to fuck or fucking eat pussy. And he's your replacement, right? Also, he's fucking an idiot. He was the IQ of fucking Peter Moon.
Honey, Jesus, go easy. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm not dumb. Peter Moon should not have made that comment.
Wait, honey, about this request. It says right here, cancel request, meaning you haven't accepted my friend request.
Well, I don't know how. So then I'll share screen and fucking.
Oh my God.
Share what the fuck? I don't know. You have so many fucking people.
But obviously Facebook doesn't say you're a friend.
I'm friends with Douglas Dietrich.
I told you. Look, I may be. It has to be this. Let's take a look back here. See if I can get this right. See if I can get myself out of here. Go back to my timeline. Now, are you friends with this timeline? Sora Aoi, it would be Douglas D. Dietrich. Any other Douglas Dietrich is very likely Richard K. Cole Jr., who's got about 100 accounts in my name.
It couldn't be because you messaged me the fucking day. Okay. And it fucking says personal fucking shit that it has to be you. Although I did have, when I messaged you last week and I was like, call me right now, one of your bitches had reached out to me. Like one of your gang stalkers.
Is it this Douglas D. Dietrich? Yes.
No, your gang stalker reached out to me, by the way.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Tell us about this. My gang stalker did.
Not going there now because I tried to fucking tell you last week and you were too busy with your fucking parties. When I was like, call me, you need to talk to me now. So fuck you. You can now wait because you didn't fucking call me.
Well, honey, I'm gonna make time for you this week. And as far as I'm concerned,
are you going to fly to South Carolina and ask me to marry
you? We'll get married. Yes. What do you think of the illustration I produced? Okay, I'll put it in your private message box as well.
Okay, so Sora Oi. Okay, I respond.
Aoi. She's a famous Japanese pornographic actor.
Okay, so I confirmed that one. Now we're friends on that one. But I do have you friends now on two things. I have you friends on that one, but I have you friends under Douglas Dietrich, and that's what you've been messaging me today.
Really? That doesn't make any sense. That must be the enemy. But what did they say that was?
Let me share it fucking with you because you're fucking messaging me on it. Are you telling me that you didn't send me this? It says Douglas Dietrich, and it says, we will make it through this together, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, the enemy couldn't say that.
Who else talks like this? I mean, if what's his name, postscriptum, I retreated under the
yeah, he couldn't do that. He's too stupid. Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was you. And then calling. So I'm pretty sure you have two fucking profiles. You don't even realize which one you're messaging under.
Oh, my God. Oh, my...
That's my point. Like, you don't even know you have two profiles. You don't even know which one you just, like, click something. You're like, I don't know. I didn't have one. Now you've got two, bitch, because you messaged me under the Douglas Dietrich, and he's got black hair. Whatever the fuck white fucking glove up to the eye with, like, into the pinky. The pinky is in the fucking middle of the eye. Yeah, that's you. God. Honey, well, it's not you, to be honest with you. Like, I would even call you out on that.
Yeah. So, honey, darling,
red eyes.
Yes, it's called Kawasaki syndrome,
Yeah, but here's the thing. That was you fucking 30 years ago. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Do you want me to fucking show you my picture at 20?
But honey, you're much younger than I am.
Right, but 20 would be still, okay, 25
You're
years
nowhere
ago.
near 40. So 20 is like only
that
10
is
years
so
ago?
Sweet. You're so sweet. I love that. Now you might get me to marry. You better come with a
we
big
are.
fucking diamond, bitch. You better cash that life insurance policy out early.
Oh my God. So, at any rate, yes, darling, tell us a bit about some of your adventures lately that you're willing to
You know what?
share.
Everyone calls here just to hear Peter Moondrone on and on and on.
Yeah, honey, let's change the subject.
So
Honey,
let's do
please.
that. I'm going to tell you first. I have my hardwood floor con come in, and he's really cool because he is from Indonesia, and he actually studied arts of divination, but basically, he studied under the apprentice in Tibet originally. And so this was my hardwood floor guy. So he's putting in my parquet hardwood floors. So anyway, he's great. Like, he was just letting me know, like, that he listened to us sometimes, and he doesn't always like everyone that's on, because some people, aren't appropriate. But what he did, like, let me know is that he can make me this back bending thing, which would make me breathe heavier if I breathe slower and deeper. And what it would do is expand my mind and my consciousness. And so he made it. Like, I literally paid him more to make that than my hardwood fucking floors. Like, can you believe that? So, but he gave me a deal. So, like, anyway, I didn't suck his dick. Don't worry. But,
I was going to ask.
Yeah. Like, of course I would not do that. I'm not a Scientologist. But what I am saying is, I did this deep breathing, and to do the deep breathing, as I've taught people before, with what I practiced, but to do it upside down on this board was so much more. It took literally the blood to the center of my brain, to open up the third eye, basically is what I was doing. So I was opening my third eye, and I was able to see that my wife was leaving me and going to fucking kill me.
Yeah. Okay,
And,
changing the subject, darling. So, darling, I'll tell you a bit about my medical adventures. How's that? I don't know if you've read any of my messages. Have you read any of my messages?
Not unless they were about that, or about the fact that you were glad and we thought it was hilariously funny.
Honey, I went to the, so I had a CAT scan the other day, about a month ago.
They discovered you had no brain.
Well,
like, I can see that, like a vampire being like alive, but like no brain. Like, I don't know how you function soul level. I can see you functioning soul level. Just like, does it feel good emotionally? Like the sniffing the line, the fucking, the drinking the blood, laughing at people. Like, it's just, you don't need a brain for any of that shit.
So T-Tank Berry says, I love you, Brooke. Support Team Dietrich from South San Francisco to South Carolina. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love him, and he knows where I'm from. Oh my God, thank you, D-Tank. That made me feel very happy.
I don't know how we're doing this, but we've got very high numbers right now. We've got very high numbers.
Either.
Yeah, and yet our concurrent viewers are low.
I don't know what concurrent even fucking means. I'm from South Carolina. What do you mean concurrent? Like same viewers, or it's like new viewers?
It means everybody keeps checking in, though. Then they hear you and they get intimidated. So
They should get intimidated. They've got chickens and dogs. They will fuck them all up, man. Don't fuck with me. I got dogs and chickens.
Yes, honey. So perhaps you could explain to us a little bit about the cultural meaning behind
Okay, yeah, we're gonna go
Confederate Memorial Day.
Fine.
I
Fine.
mean, certainly you must have been raised with some kind of understanding of the history behind this and exactly how people are to take
First
it.
of all, Memorial Day is not till the end of fucking May. Okay,
In South Carolina. In other Confederate states, it's the fourth or last Monday of April, and then in other Confederate
the fourth
states,
Monday of every fucking Confederate state. that you fucking obviously have now been to. We don't do the first Monday. We do the fourth Monday. Let me tell you why we do the fourth Monday. Because we're all about drinking, partying, and going to the beach. And it's warmer the fourth fucking Monday. So that's when we fucking go there, and that's when we fucking celebrate it.
Oh my God. So,
unfortunately,
honey,
I can tell you some other stories.
And then on April 16th, yes, it's Confederate.
April 16th
is also. I'm sorry, April 26th. You've got me so flustered. I can't even talk.
You really need to go take a wank. It's apparently what they say in fucking England. You need to go wank off, man.
Oh my God. So it's Confederate Veterans and Heroes Memorial Day in Texas and certain other Confederate states on the date.
What's the head of Texas guy? Like, there shouldn't even be a name called Texas like that. Oh, I'm sorry for all of you from fucking Texas. And I'm from South Carolina. I have Lindsey Graham, but you have Ted Cruz. And there's only one person who is lower than fucking. There's Marjorie Taylor Greene out of Georgia, but she's a woman. We have to give her idiotic rights to just be whatever she is. And then we have Lindsey Graham, who's fucking obviously in the closet. So we got to give him his rights of like, he's stupid, but he tries it. But Ted Cruz has no fucking, like, there's not a reason for Ted Cruz to live. I'm just going to be honest. Like, anybody in Texas with the amount of guns you have that has not shot Ted Cruz, fuck you off.
Oh my God. So apparently, April 26th was the date when the last major Confederate field army surrendered at Bennett Palace, North Carolina, in 1865. So that's the reason why that's honored in Texas that date. But what's interesting is that each of these Confederate states has a different date on which they honor their veterans of the conflict. Perhaps you could explain a little bit of what you feel.
I don't know what you want me to fucking explain. Let me tell you what we honor down here. We honor getting drunk on any holiday. That is it. Holiday, it's cooking out, it's killing animals, roasting them and eating them. That's pretty much Texas too, so I won't put us between there. Like, that's what we do. And fucking getting drunk and maybe shooting off some fireworks, and a couple people try to put them on their fucking head and blow their own head off, you know.
But yeah, I noticed that. Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what we do in the South. So there's not like, we're like, yeah, it's Memorial Day. We're going to honor our grandpas. Like, we're at the fucking store and we see someone with a veteran fucking flag on or his hat. Or like, salute or yes, sir. You know, thank you. That's pretty much it. As we're buying our 4 cases of beer and for most people, 50 pounds of fucking beef or hog that they're going to put on the fucking grill. Like, it's like there's nothing about it that is other than oh that one guy when I saw him out. Did you honor the day? Yeah, I saw this one guy he had an American flag on. I told him thank you. Like, that was fucking it. Fucking nothing. And then we're all about the fucking. But take our guns away. We're all about the fucking amendments, and our fathers fought for them. You fought for them. You fought drunk as shit, bitch. If we were fucking fighting now, they could take the South, because here's the thing. They might have a lot of guns in the South. We might. But the majority of them just come down here on a holiday. That's how you have to take them over. Come on a holiday. They will all be drunk as shit, and you'll be able to kill them all.
Oh my God, honey. But certainly there's.
I'm just letting people know to see, like, these are just to be known secrets, or not even known secrets. They should be honest. Like, how do you not live in this fucking? I get that people live in different communities. I'm sure if I come there on fucking your Chinese fucking bullshit day, and I go to Chinatown, I could take out a bunch of Chinese people just driving up the street with a car, like some people have done. But what I am trying to say is, you could literally come down here, and you could literally fucking just be like, if you were smart enough and you're like, we're going to take out the fucking South, right? You don't plan it. Just have enough guns, right? And just be like, we're going July fucking 4th. Like, we're going Memorial Day. Like, they're going to, like, plan the weekend that they're going to be off from, because they're going to start drinking on Friday. And if they're off on Monday, Friday to Monday, you got to kill a bunch of people. They're going to be drunk starting Friday at midnight. You can take them out continually. Just don't take me out, okay? Or my dogs or animals. Like, if they have pit bulls in the yard, leave the pit bulls out. They were just destined to be with those redneck fuckers. Leave the pit bulls out. Don't take them out, okay? But yeah, man, it's fucking bullshit.
Oh my god. So
Secondly, you said mention my son's birthday. You want to know what the fuck happened? I told you it's gonna be a bad fucking day. And if Peter Moon and
what?
And I will say this about Peter Moon. He's like, I knew some astrology. Well, if you know some astrology, then he fucking knew that it was a fucking.
Whoa! Let's yes, about your son Noah, whose name I finally remembered thanks to what you said the other day.
I don't need you to fucking remember, but it doesn't matter. New moon. It was a new moon. It was the second new moon in Aries, which happens very rarely. So you have a new moon every fucking month, and you have a full moon, right? I just need you to understand this. Secondly, so we had a new moon last month. It was at 1 degree Aries. So this new moon happened at 29 degrees Aries. So we had 2 new moons, even though they were a month apart. They both happened in Aries. Aries is your first house. It's all about self. So that was the first weird fucking thing. Then the second weird fucking, this all happened on the 19th. 20th, a lot of places, but on the East Coast, it was the 19th. And it was exactly like almost within an hour to the time my son was born.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I just decided to stay positive on it and like knew like some weird shit might happen, but it's fine. It's gonna be cool. And anyway, second thing about it was total solar eclipse. Now you're probably used to total solar eclipses because when we have them, that's when they tell you to get your goggles out. You go out and look. Don't look at the sun directly, unless you're Peter Moon and fucking.
Anyway, it was
whatever.
Donald Trump who did that. Donald Trump did that.
Yeah, that's what I meant. I'm sorry, I got the wrong names. They're similar people. Anyway, so my point to that is if you look at the sun directly, but the point is this happened on the southern hemisphere, right? So even though it was a total solar eclipse, we had a new moon, and then it was totally eclipsed with all the shit happened. But this was southern hemisphere, so at 10:30 at night, 10:30 in there, we couldn't see that, but it was still happening. It was the same thing. So you had that. So eclipses are meaningful in a way. They usually last 6 months to 18 months. The eclipse season will usually last 18 months, but this was the start of it. And it's a time for new beginnings, just kind of like a new moon, but usually cutting some shit out. And just some crazy shit, especially for them to be back to back. And for it to happen like that usually happens about once every, I believe the way it happened like that with the new moon and the solar eclipse like that is like 170, 80 years. I don't fucking know. Something like that. And I literally got seafood and told my kids, go to my grandparents. Like, we're doing this small, go to my parents, right? Yeah. They drove up there, my daughter, my son, and my and her boyfriend. And I got $240 worth of seafood, minus, that was 2 Bloody Marys that they didn't fucking know about. But fucking, I wait on it. But thank God I took one of them to go, because I kept telling the guy I got one and I got one to go, because I was like, this is fucking, I'm gonna need this on this night. I just felt it, right? Yeah. And then I was like, give me a water cup, and he kept like, he was not giving me a water cup, and he finally gave me a water cup. It was full of water. There was a guy sitting next to me, had an empty beer glass, and his full beer glass. I was like, hand me that empty beer glass. He's like, okay. He watched me. I poured the water into the beer glass, poured the Bloody Mary then out of the glass into my thing, and stuck it into my $200 worth of fucking seafood bag. And thank God I drove the fuck up there. It was fine. It was good. Everything went well. And then I was like, I need to go because I got to go check my dogs. And honestly, I can only take my parents and my kids for so long together because I'm an only child. And here's what happens. They team up on me. So what happens is it's the 2 kids, right? And the 2 parents. And my mom's always really done this. And my dad will do it more funnier. But it's like this. It's like, oh, if Brooke says something and then they'll make a joke, the kid will make a joke, and then the parents will take the joke and like, yeah, Brooke or whatever. So it's, to them, it's all like, I'm like, they all wait for me to get there. It's like what my daughter says, like, nothing happens before you get there. But then it's like, I'm there and I'm the fucking clown of the show, right? Like, it's not
identified patient is what a psychiatrist would call it. They targeted individual in the family. Go on.
So it's targeted, and it's targeted and funny, and to them it's funny, but after a minute it gets fucking old. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, because there's not a person going, oh, well, Brooks, that's anything. I'm not saying Brooke's ever fucking right. What I am saying is it's fucking none of you are either, you stupid idiot redneck. So shut the fuck up. Is what I want to say. But I'm not gonna say to my family. So I take it for a while, but then I just go smoke a cigarette. And then I was like, man, I need to go. And my mom's a talker, and then fucking her ex the boy. Anyway, I need to go. So my dad has this fucking car, and I don't know if any of y'all have seen John fucking Wick. Have you seen John Wick?
I know of it. Yes. Let's just say I saw it once, but I was too fucking drunk and high to make sense of it. So
all right,
yeah,
well,
I technically
do you
saw it.
remember
But go on.
anything about that he had the car besides the
Yeah.
dog and
Yeah.
the car?
Yeah.
Okay, so my dad has that car. He has like the fucking 68, 69 has been garage brand new when he got it Mustang.
Yeah.
And I never wanted it to begin with because when I was younger, he had a garage and it was like, it's that dark green. It's like that fucking army green shit, you know? And I was like, it's got leather interior, brown leather interior. I was like,
Sounds cool.
It does have it's got air conditioning. It does have power steering for 6 hours. Like, and he had it turboed up and shit and all that shit. Just like a fucking John Wick car. So I watched John Wick the other fucking night. Yeah. And I was like, oh shit. I already told my dad not to sell the car. I'd already told my dad not to sell the car because he was trying to sell it. Like, don't sell the car because I'd already thought about the, wanting to ride in your dad's car, especially if something happens to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was my dad's first car. Yeah. Like, I'd already said don't sell it. But when I saw John Wick, I was like, oh, you're not selling this shit. I am badass in this shit. That's a bad fucking car. Yeah. Even if I can't kill people the way he does, I at least fuck around. So I'm pulling up in the driveway with $200 and something for food, and they have this huge circular driveway, 3-story house. And I pull up and I see him pulling this, and the two boys are out, meaning my son and the boyfriend, and they're out, and my dad's driving this car down this hill toward me in this circular driveway, and I stop because I wanted to see what was going on. And they're like, go, go. I'm like, that's fuck, so I just go. And then when I get around, they're like, I park behind my daughter, and like, because then you get to the straightaway. So she's parked behind my daughter, and my dad pulls up behind me. He's like, fucking brake fluids, because he had everything done to it. He didn't know that your brake fluid leaked. There was no fucking brakes. That's why he was telling me to go the fuck go, because he was coming down the hill and there were no brakes. So I was like, anyway, long story short, I wanted to leave, and my dad is like me. We get this from each other. We don't want to be around people much longer than we fucking have to be. Like, it's just not a thing. Like, we're like, hey, happy birthday. Open the present, did the food. Like, we don't want to sit with your mother, like Gail, his wife, and talk for another 2 hours while she cries on some bullshit pictures. Like, no. So I'm like, I gotta go feed the dog. He's like, yeah, you need to go. You need to go. Like, he's trying to get me. He's like, yeah, you need to go. So he's like, I'm like, I can't get out because I'm blocked in. I got Lola in front of me, and I got your car pulled up behind me. He's like, I can back it out. So I'm like, okay, back it the fuck out. Are you sure? Because you're sitting in brake fluid. He's like, no, it's fine. Because if nothing else, I'll pull the emergency brake up. I'm like, okay. So I back the fuck up. He backs up. I back the fuck up. Yeah. And then I'm going down to the lower part of the driveway. Like I said, it's circular and there's trees in the middle. And I just hear like a bump. I think I hear a fucking good bump. Then I can look up and I can see lights. And what I can see is his lights, my daughter's car, and there's no space between them. And I mean zero space. So I fucking back up and go up there, and he is fucking taking that Mustang. That emergency brake didn't work. Yeah. And he had fucking, this was right at the fucking solar eclipse. This is what I was trying to tell you. Something would fucking happen. I tried to tell him. Wow. Solar eclipse. And he fucking had it. You know what it did to that fucking Mustang? What? Nothing. That's my John Wick car. Did zero. Do you know what it did to her car? Her 2022 Mazda? What? His car did nothing too. That fucking still made 69 whatever fucking Mustang couldn't even want a dent in it, wasn't a scratch. Wow. But her 2022, just bought last year, Mazda, that shit you couldn't even see the tag. Like, it was completely done. And then they're coming out crying. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, well, I tried to tell you. And then Lola's like, shut up about your astrology shit. And I'm like, well, on my way here, I told you on my way there was a complete train stopped. The only way you can get there is there's a train track. It was completely broken down. And I leave, when I left at 10:30, that was at fucking 7, the train's still broken down. I'm like, I told you shit's gonna fucking happen tonight. Can you just fucking be happy and deal with it?
Right.
Just, nobody was in the car. Nobody's dead, okay?
Yeah.
Insurance is gonna cover it. It's fine. Except for your stupid boyfriend coming out and my dad's trying to scream at him, don't! But too late, he opens the trunk. And my dad was like, don't! And he opens the trunk.
Uh-huh.
Well, you don't open a trunk on a car that has been fucking hit from the back.
Oh.
Because what happens is the trunk doesn't what happen to close. So then my daughter couldn't drive the car home.
Oh God. Oh God. I'm so sorry. That's awful. So frustrating.
It was frustrating, but you know what? My son was fucking happy, and it was his birthday, and he stayed fucking good. And my daughter got to drive my parents' brand new car home. My parents are the ones stuck with fucking a piece of shit car up there that can't drive. You know, whatever. I mean, like, and I'm not even happy about that at all, obviously. But I'm just saying, like, my dad, again, told me to leave. Just leave again. Wow. The only reason I even came back, he told me to leave. I came back because I call and I text my daughter. I'm like, hey, don't be hard on your grandfather. Everything's fine. Your car will be fixed. And don't be hard on your grandfather. He's going to be upset enough. Her reply was, you knew what happened? Because, see, he made me leave while we were still downstairs before anyone ever saw it. Mm-hmm. He was like, just go. I just want you to go. I will deal with this. Just go. And so I'm stuck in this father-daughter. Like, I'm the only, like, my dad, when he's like that, like, I can fight him. Mm-hmm. Or I can go like with what he says. And I knew at that point, like he was upset and he was serious. And I was just like, okay, I'll go. Sorry. And I knew she could drive her car home. And so as soon as I text her that, like I was 2 minutes up the road, she goes, you knew? And then her reply was, how dare you leave me here without a way home? You don't love me. So of course my little ass, that is when I tell you, thank God for the Bloody Mary I remembered I put in the fucking middle of the fucking seat under something. I grabbed that shit and I was like, suck it fucking half down. Suck it down. Do a U-turn. Went back. Smiley face. Honey, I'm here. And then Dad's like, why are you here? And I'm like, because your granddaughter thinks I don't love her because you told me to leave. Yeah. And so, yeah, that was my story.
Wow, I mean, that's incredible. I really want to thank you for sharing that, and it's important, and people can learn so much from that.
It's not important. It's fucking stupid. It's just like, you know what? Here's what fucking should learn. Listen to me on astrology. When I tell you there's something major going on, it's going to be something. Might not affect you with a car. It's going to affect you somewhere.
Yes. With what I was saying about, my own medical adventures, shall I share that with you?
Yes, please fucking do. I would like to shut up. I'm sure everyone else would like for me to shut up as well. So go ahead.
No. I want you to know we've had more feedback in the live streaming. T-Tank Berry says, God bless Douglas Dietrich and Brooke Gibson. 6869 Mustang, legit. And he says, John Wick's car is a Ford Boss. And that dude, 873210, says, where is Ian West? We need Ian West. And,
we do need Ian West. You know what we need Ian West for? Who the fuck said that? Ian West is supposed to have a best of Brooke, which is supposed to be embarrassing halfway to me, which is fine. I told him he could do it. Well, where is the best of Brooke? Did I miss that? Did he play it while I've been gone?
Well, he played a demo of himself singing. And
no, I heard about that. I heard about that from you and from someone else, but no, that was not the best of Brooke. He apparently is going through, like I tell you, every time I've ever called him, you hear either me or you in the background. It's like I'm not there in Florida, you're not there in Florida, but our voices are always there.
Out of the swamp, they're playing out of the Swanee. Yes,
But I do appreciate it. But it was sweet of him to do that. He was like, best of Brooke. Yeah. But I assumed it was going to be embarrassing as shit. Because, like, one of them, he was like, is this too bad? And I was like, what do you fucking think? Like, you're picking the one fucking time. Like, there's not a bunch of times that I'm not embarrassing myself anyway. But if you want to pick that time, then you're going to have to let me do some demo on it.
No, like, there's one story I don't understand. And I do want people to know that Tolkien study who said John Wick's car is a Ford Boss is Brandon Young.
I'm pretty sure it's a Mustang.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it might be. So
I could be wrong. I mean, I may be wrong, but it looks just like my father. So if it's a boss, that must be a type of Mustang.
Well, it's Brandon Young. It's Brandon Young. What can we say? And T-Tank
He's
Berry
drunk.
says,
That's what I can say. He's drunk.
yeah. Yeah, shit. Okay, I might have fucked up the microphone. Let me see if I'm still playing.
You didn't fuck the microphone up. And not that somebody couldn't say that about me in past times, but no, not now. And I'm pretty sure that is I can show the car. Like, it's just not, if there's a Ford Boss, then it's a Boss type it's a Boss Mustang. But I won't 100% say it, but I will say he's probably just drunk.
Yeah, which is fine, and I agree is likely the case, considering what we experienced with him the last several times he's been on. T-Tank Berry says Shelby 500 is a classic. Vampire Skunk says, hi guys, Skunky here from Clyde, coast of Scotland. Skunky is freezing, all uppercase. Winter never wants to end here. Vampire Skunk is, of course, a wonderful individual who contributed a few bucks. When he's going to be in a position where he's going to be trying to make rent sometime soon. But his real name, just so people know, is Colin Healy. And Colin Healy spent a lot of time in Thailand.
That is the preppiest fucking name. Wait a minute, what is his fake name?
His fake name is Vampire Skunk. Or Skunky Vampire.
Like Colin and then Vampire Skunk. Like, I just want you to know, like, I understand that. That's just like I want to change my fucking line. Like, because Colin is like, Colin, I respect you so much. You are Colin. You are like, it doesn't matter white or black, because it doesn't, honestly, I'm not Collins that are both. So, like, our race, I don't really picture. But I do picture a preppy fucker, is what I'm saying. Just a preppy fucking name. And then you're like, I'm Vampire Skunk. And I'm like, oh, you look like you live under a bridge.
Yeah, that's right. And it's just one of the things Juicy says. There's a story behind Vampire Skunk. I bet. So this guy spent a lot of time in Thailand, which in of itself is suspect. And then he had to leave Thailand, which also is...
That's also suspect.
Thank you.
That might be more suspect if you had to leave Thailand.
Yes. Oh my fucking God. But Thailand is infamous for, it's basically infamous for child prostitution, basically. That's what it's
I'm saying. Like, how low were you going, dude, to get fucking kicked out of Thailand?
Oh shit! I did mention that. He insists that he. Yeah, anyhow, I don't think he ever provided any coherent story on that, but that's all right. He's back in Scotland now.
He was fucking skunks. They was funky baby skunks. And they were like, you know what? We allow you to fuck babies here, but not baby skunks, okay? So we draw a limit. Our skunks, if you're not fucking an adult skunk, you're out, okay? A skunk was only 6 months old. You're getting the fuck out. You little vampire, you're trying to suck his fucking, it's bleeding. No, fucking you. You like fucking, it was licking pussy of a skunk that was having a period. Fuck you, you vampire skunk. You're out of our country.
Oh my God. He said, behind the name, touche, he says, I have a coherent story. You know why it was incoherent? Because he's got lousy technology that's not fifth generation. He's afraid of fifth generation.
You mean like well, then you have something in common.
Yes, I did have to request slower internet so my bill would not be as high. Yes.
Oh my God, you're such a mistake. Do you realize the thing now? Did you get the $30 credit that you can get?
I didn't know that was possible. I have to ask about that.
Oh no. So right now you can get $30. My dad had to call and tell me because my dad's all about the money. And he's like, you're not working. You need to call fucking internet company. It's a government thing. Thank God for Biden on this one. You fucking put it out. All you have to do is go to the fucking website. I'll send it to you. Anybody, unless you're fucking making, a bank, you get $30 credit towards your internet. And it can be any net service for any internet service provider, right? And you get $30 a month credit. they fucking approve you. If you are approved for food stamps, if you make a low income, if you're approved for Medicaid or Medicare, whatever the fuck, any of that, you're automatically fucking approved. And you get $30 towards your internet bill every fucking month. And here's the killer. When I called them all that, put that on, they were like, oh yeah, you are approved, because you give them a code. I can share it with you. And then on top of it, when you give them the code, they're like, well, and by the way, you can't be ever cut off for non-payment.
Wow.
And I was like, what?
I've got to get on this. However, the first thing I have to do, honey, is I've got to get Comcast bills under my own name. I was getting them, I was paying under my
Well,
dad.
that's your own stupid fucking fault. I don't give a shit about your shit. Like, that's I can't fix your fucking life, okay? Like, I offered to marry you.
You can help me with this, because remember, you told me I could get someone here to come and pick up the modem and give me a new modem rather than going there and giving it to them.
Yes, I've told you all kinds of stupid shit you don't fucking do, but it's not my problem. Like, you don't do it.
Well, maybe we'll do it this week before the golden week of holidays starts. Oh my God.
No golden week. I'm so sick of your holidays. Don't ever mention a holiday to me again if I am not invited to this state. Here's the thing. Tell everyone else about holiday. Until you fucking invite me to this state, I consider there are no holidays unless I'm fucking doing my own holiday, and then I will say it. You're not allowed to be like, oh, are you going on holiday? I'll be like, don't say that word to me, bitch.
honey. These are necessities for me. It's when I get to drink blood.
Well, I'm dying, and you know it factually a lot more than people online. So fuck you. You don't even want to save my life.
Oh
you
my God. Well, in your messenger box, I have sent you the illustration I produced. That's
you sent me the address to this state. Thank you,
honey. So. We've only got a few minutes left.
There's no estate. Oh no, we only have a few minutes left because Peter Moon's coming on.
No, go easy. Oh, yeah, good God, honey.
Well, Peter likes to talk to me, so I'm sure he'll be glad that I'm on when he comes on.
Honey, you know the situation. It's basically...
Yeah, so you'll cut me off because you're too scared of what I'll say.
Yes, of course. I mean, honey, I've got... honey, look... I love you dearly. Have pity on me. Jesus Christ.
I have no pity on you. You fucking are selling yourself to the fucking devil. Literally.
Darling, I want you to know that aside from the...
I read his shit too, by the way, about like, what? There's no fucking aliens and all this stupid fucking shit he put on this fucking thing.
Honey, there are. You understand my position on this, that I've explained at depth, but you don't.
No,
listen.
You've explained it. No, I'm saying what he put out.
But he puts out what I put out in a sense. I mean, he may explain it differently. But remember, what Peter Moon is a master at is making what I say accessible.
70-year-old man.
Yeah, he makes what I say accessible to the general public, which is...
No, he doesn't. There's no general public right now that wants to hear that shit. Okay, most of the general public, first of all, most of the general public either believes in aliens that they shouldn't because it's probably government conspiracies,
right?
Or they're fucking believing in other shit, but they are not like, well, it is just we don't understand about the demons in Romania. And if you went to the cave of Romania and sat in the gold throne,
darling. Oh yes. By the way, about my skull, about the cavernous spaces between my ears. So the CAT scan. Yes, I'll get into that in the next hour, and you can listen and be amused.
I'm not going to listen because Peter Moon will be on there, and I'm going to listen.
But yes. Oh, back to another topic here. Yeah. So Brendan Zogia, he came back from vacation, and he was like he contracted COVID from being in that flight tube with all these other people. I
don't give a shit. I am dying. Did I not discuss my problems dying that you don't want me to go in? I'm not going to go to on air, and that you are not fucking helping me with? Like, shut up. Like, Brian, he almost died at one point, and I will give him that. But at this point, he's not dying. Fuck his COVID. I'm dying here. Literally, D-Y-I-N-G, dying. Not kidding.
So I do want everyone to maintain our lovely Brooke in their thoughts and prayers, because she's going through a lot.
I'm done with thoughts and prayers. Just like thoughts and prayers. You know what that is? Every school shooting. Let's not make the guns illegal. but let's thought and pray for the kids that just died as we fight for our second Dominion and go get some more fucking AK-47s.
Oh, my life is hard. Yeah, it's but
I don't need the thoughts and the prayers. I mean, not that anybody's thoughts and prayers I would not appreciate, but what I am saying is, yeah, that thoughts and prayers is bullshit because you could fucking fix it. You fucking want. You're fucking not
Honey,
making me happy.
drinking the blood from the boys I drink blood from would simply make you sick. Drinking blood from anyone would make you sick.
Everything I eat makes me sick. Do you not understand that?
I get it, but this might be worse. So it's the
might be. You know what? It couldn't be worse than the Interrogam they just gave me, which is immunoglobulin from bovine cows to make people that can't digest their food and digest vitamins and minerals to possibly digest them. And they also said for people that have what's it called? Fucking what they diagnosed me with, I told him not to, IBS-D, or, and this is what I loved, or also we give this to associated people with fucking HIV.
Wow,
and
cool.
I don't have HIV. Let me just let everyone know. I know that for a goddamn fact because I went to my fucking doctor last month with an ex, the only other person I've had sex with in the last fucking year. Unfortunately, I haven't had sex in a year. And I haven't had sex in a year, unfortunately. That's a sad thing. But no, I don't have HIV. But what I am saying is when they give you something that's like, or for people with HIV, like it's not a hopeful fucking thing to give you. Yeah. And secondly, it just made me sicker. It made everything worse. The powder you digest in fucking warm water. It says you can put it in cool juice, but it says probably won't fucking smooth out as well. And it doesn't. It just is straight fucking powder. And so you put it in fucking hot water is basically what you do. And you drink it. And then I fucking basically want to throw up. The first time I did. The other couple times I've held it down. And nothing has happened in a good sense. It's all been bad.
Wow.
So, not a fix.
But
so
we don't know that yet.
So when you're like, don't drink fucking blood, I'm like, fuck you. If I'm looking at drinking blood from someone, I might fucking kill them. I might blow their fucking heart out to drink their blood. At this point, I don't even give a shit. Like, I'm at the point of like life or death here.
I understand, and believe me, my thoughts are with you. If I could feel your pain, I would. But honey, it's the top of the hour. I have to end the call.
You know what? You should let Peter Moon know he was right about one thing.
Wait, no. Honey, gotta end the call right now. I love you. I'll call you back. Oh my God. Oh, my life is hard. Okay, so let's call Peter Moon. And, oh my God. So, okay, let's hope this works.
So, when I was manager at the Chinese restaurant.
Okay, somebody's playing
working
episodes. How is this happening? Okay, I just heard Michelle Carmela Saldana, even though the phone's not ringing for Peter Moon, somebody came on the Skype playing Michelle Carmela Saldana's past audio. Very bizarre. I don't know exactly what's happening with Peter Moon. Attempting to call him, it says simply connecting. So he's apparently active. So I'm going to go back to the call. And so everyone knows. Calling him. Let me see and try and, of course, obviously one of the things I have to deal with is the fact that Lady Brooke will hold it against me that I hung up on her, so I have to send her a oh, here we are. This is nice. I'll send her this, and that's a kind of a nice image to share. All right, going back to the call with Peter Moon, and wow, Our Lady's waiting in a Mercedes tonight. I might be calling her any minute if Peter doesn't pick up. Holy shit, help us hold the call. At least make certain that the She just doesn't want the image. Oh, Brooke, have a heart. Come on, Brooke. Still here. Okay. So what I might do is to hold our call and make certain that everything's working. I might call Amy Como. Let me basically hang up on Peter because this is not working. See if it works with Amy. And then we can bring Peter on if it works with Amy. And then she can drop off at that point at her leisure. Let's see if we can make a call. Am I off the internet? I can't be off the internet because people heard me. And everybody, let me know if I'm on. I need to know if I'm on at all. So I must be on because Brooke heard what I said when we were off the call. So that kind of confirmed that I was on. It says missed call from Peter. Let's try again. See if this connects. And Messenger, checking Messenger. Here. Okay. Oh no. Oh, she said what I feared she would say. Oh God. Oh, nothing seems to be working. I can't seem to call around. Let's he says, let me see now. And then let me ask him, are you there? Are you available? Or be available? Be ye available? I seem to be having some problems, Amy, with the entire technology here. Checking in with our man. Here we are. Let me take a look at some of the things that are going on. Then I might have to, call Ian to test out and at least keep him on. Now it says I've got a missed call from Peter here. Whatever's going on with Peter, this is not working. Let me test things out with Ian, see if he's working, if that can go on. Real Ian West. But I don't think, what I'm going to test for is to see if I can get a ring. Okay, Amy says she hears me. The problem is the Skype does not seem to be working. This is alarming. This is alarming. She's oh my God. It sounds like. Oh, fuck this. Okay, so I'm having some problems communicating in general, and yes, okay. So about all this, let's try again with the Moon Man. See if we can get, then we can moon rock for the next several hours. Okay, Peter Moon says he's active. Let's do a call. See if if it even rings. The interesting thing is that people are hearing me, so there's definitely a Skype issue. And if we got a Skype issue, then there's problems. Then I'm just going to have to kind of go into monologue until Skype resolves. And let me think, our lady here. Let's go over to Peter again. Says there's a missed call from Peter. Getting back on the Peter call, and it's just circling. It's just circling. It's not coming through. Okay. Call me again. So Peter's alive. We know that much. Call me. Okay. It's I have been trying. He says I have Skype. Jesus Christ, see if he fucking works here. I don't understand why we're having communication problems here, but we can't seem to communicate in any way imaginable. So it's just all together. This is like a oh gosh, you know, we'll find out. Let me see if he calls. And this is very frustrating, obviously. Sometimes these technical difficulties happen. And I can't even like transfer messages now. Here we are. Are you ringing me? I have been. I have been. Fuck this. I mean, this is very... I don't understand why he can't understand what I'm saying. I have been. Are you trying to ring me? I have been. Yes. It's just, I've been trying to ring him forever now, and I don't understand why he doesn't understand that. I don't understand. He's apparently tried to call, which may have canceled my call. So here we are. The frustrations of trying to make this work. So he says, restart Skype. I don't know if it's that easy. The Skype, first off, the Skype should not have glitched like this. It might glitch like this after hours and hours. It says missed call from Peter. It's definitely not working. So our calls are canceling each other. I'm just going to have to ask him to keep calling. Now, I'm trying to hang up the Skype because I'm calling him. It might not be coming onto the Skype. Yeah, the Skype is definitely... How does one restart Skype? And they might be like, perhaps like trying to fix it or update it. And so we're going to do our best with this as we can, but everyone has to tolerate the fact that it's okay. Here we are now. Missed call from Peter. Now let's try this. Have him. It says he's active now. How do I lower the screen and get back on the message box? Pressing escape. Pressing this. Bing is asking me how I can help today. And I'm stuck in the Skype screen. I can't get rid of it. So what I might have to do is start the entire show again, but he's got to call again is the best thing I can recommend, is fucking call me again, Peter. So let me ask that. Call me once more. Call me again. Okay, and maybe it should work this time. It should work this time. It should work this time. Okay, we'll wait for him to call me. And this third time. The other time I couldn't call him. So if he can call me, I'll just answer it. The problem is I'm kind of stuck in the Skype screen. I don't know how to get out of the Skype screen. It's I'm trying to press the escape button and it's just not. There we are, finally. So it should be working now. Control Alt Delete, bring up Task Manager, then end task on Skype. Thank you. It's our man Vampire Skunk knows this from all the porn he cruises for. Okay, now he says I am calling. So it's like it says missed call. Now I'm going to try this one more time. I shouldn't do that. I should actually do what our man Skunky says. And I've just probably fucked myself. So it's okay. We'll do the Control Alt Delete again and bring it up on the taskbar. All right. So let's hang up on Peter because this is just ringing and it's not working. Okay. So let's try this again. It'll take several more minutes to hang up. Okay. And then we'll take it from there. Okay. All right. Okay. Vampire Skunk says 13 years in tech support. Laugh out loud. Holy shit. That's not to be ignored. I'm impressed. That must be what he was doing in Thailand. That would explain a lot. Okay, that explains a lot. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to follow his advice. We're going to Control Alt Delete, bring up the taskbar. The funny thing is the Skype just keeps coming back. I can't shrink the Skype down. Peter Moon says, can we chat? Okay, so what I might do is we might have to restart the computer, which means I'm going to have to end the show and restart it. So everybody, I want to thank you all for your patience, and this is what we're going to do. We're going to basically Control Alt Delete, by the way, is the same as if I'm doing that, I might as well shut down the computer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get to my OBS and shut the stream down. Okay, so we're going to stop streaming and we'll start again as soon as possible, but give us 15 minutes just in case.